If I asked you to open your oven right now and show it on camera, would you actually do it? Or would you remember you have something else to do? Here's why I'm asking. In a recent survey by the American Cleaning Institute, oven cleaning ranked as one of the most avoided chores in US homes. Not because people are lazy, but because it feels impossible. Burnt grease, black crust, that weird smoky smell every time you preheat, and those harsh spray cleaners that make your kitchen smell like a science lab. So today, I'm going to show you a method that costs about $5, uses simple household ingredients, and works with chemistry instead of against it. And here's the hook. The most important part happens when you're not even touching the oven. But don't skip ahead. One small mistake can cut your results in half. First, let's talk about why ovens get so nasty. When grease and food splatter hit high heat over and over, they polymerize. That means they harden into a tough, almost plastic-like layer. According to fire safety reports from the National Fire Protection Association, grease buildup in ovens isn't just ugly. It can increase smoke and fire risk over time. So this isn't just about looks, it's about performance and safety too. Now here's where most people mess up. They try to clean a completely cold oven with brute force, scrubbing harder, spraying more, getting frustrated. Instead, we're going to soften the battlefield first. Turn your oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Let it warm for 5 minutes. Then turn it off and open the door. You don't want it hot, just warm, comfortable to touch. That gentle heat softens the hardened grease just enough to make it responsive. Think room temperature butter versus butter straight from the fridge. Which one spreads easier? Same concept. While the oven cools to warm, grab a bowl. Add half a cup of baking soda. Then slowly add water, 1 tablespoon at a time, until you get a thick paste. Not watery, not runny. Think toothpaste consistency. Now, here's the upgrade most people don't know about. Add a few drops of dish soap. Dish soap contains surfactants, compounds that break down grease molecules and help lift them off surfaces. That's why it works so well on pans. We're just scaling it up. Mix it smooth. At this point, what you've created is a mild alkaline cleaner. Baking soda reacts with fatty acids and grease. It doesn't just sit on top, it starts breaking them down. And because it's non-toxic and low odor, you're not filling your kitchen with harsh fumes. Put on gloves. Now spread that paste all over the inside of your oven. Bottom first, then sides, then back wall. Finish with the inside of the door. And here's where technique matters. On the darkest, crustiest spots, go thick. Don't be shy. Layer it on heavy. Those areas need extra contact time. Press it gently into the surface, especially the back corners and the edges near the door seal. The spots people always miss. Once the inside looks like it's been frosted with white icing, close the door. Now comes the part nobody expects. Set a timer for 15 minutes and walk away. Seriously, this is where most people fail because they don't wait long enough. During these 15 minutes, the baking soda is penetrating the softened grease. The dish soap is reducing surface tension so the paste can reach deeper. Time is doing the heavy lifting. If you skip this step or rush it, you'll end up scrubbing later. Patience now equals almost zero effort later. When the timer goes off, grab a spray bottle filled with plain white vinegar. Open the oven. You might notice some areas look brownish now. That's good. That's dissolved grease pulled into the paste. Now spray the vinegar directly over the paste. Watch what happens. It starts fizzing, bubbling. You can hear it. That reaction is carbon dioxide forming as vinegar reacts with baking soda. Those bubbles physically push under the loosened grime and help lift it away from the surface. Spray the darkest areas again. Let it fizz for about a minute. Now grab a damp cloth. Start at the top and wipe downward. Smooth strokes, no aggressive scrubbing. And here's the satisfying part. The grime comes off. In streaks, effortlessly. Rinse your cloth often in warm water. Keep wiping. For any stubborn spot on the bottom, use a plastic card, like an old gift card, to gently push residue together. Avoid metal tools. They can scratch the enamel coating and make future buildup worse. Wipe the door last. Then take a clean damp cloth and do one final rinse wipe to remove any residue. Now step back. Your oven should look dramatically different. Brighter. Cleaner. And when you preheat next time, that burnt smell should be significantly reduced because you've removed the source. Here's how you keep it that way. Once a month, repeat this process before buildup gets out of control. Light maintenance is easier than deep restoration. That's not just cleaning advice. It's backed by general home care recommendations from consumer safety agencies. And here's a bonus move that costs basically nothing. Place a sheet of aluminum foil on the lowest rack to catch future drips. When it gets dirty, replace it. 2 seconds. No scrubbing. That alone can prevent most of the heavy buildup from ever happening again. So here's what we did. We used mild heat to soften hardened grease. We used baking soda to break it down chemically. We used dish soap to enhance degreasing. We used vinegar to create a lifting reaction. And we used thyme instead of brute force. No harsh fumes. No expensive specialty cleaners. No backbreaking scrubbing. If you made it this far, here's my challenge. Try this once, just once, and the next time you open your oven, you won't cringe. And if you're the kind of person who loves smart, practical upgrades that actually work, stick around. In the next video, I'm breaking down another simple household method that most Americans overlook, and it might surprise you what's hiding in plain sight in your own kitchen. Trust me, you'll want to see that one.